The opposition in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is yet to formally recognize the results of the December 9th general elections there, that the official results said it lost by 1 seat. It has since filed a petition against the results in 2 constituencies, claiming widespread irregularities that might have affected the final result.
Something is a mark.
You fall in the boxes?
Something is a mark. Something is a mark.
Nothing is a mark.
Ben was not on TV all night. No stations were called for Ben all night. This is 12 o'clock at night. They close at 5. They close at 5. Why take so
Yeah,
long?
but it took a while to get the things organized.
Information before us is that there are irregularities. There are ballot boxes that are not sealed, both here and in North Leeward, and we are not proceeding. We are not accepting the results of this election.
The long-serving Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, has returned to power under a cloud, though he insists he has won fair and square.
I am urging them to abandon the cockeyed view that a loss is a win, and that the minority of seats and the minority of votes empower their party in a democratic society to run the country instead of the ULP, which won the majorities.
From the very morning after the December 9th vote, the opposition New Democratic Party has cried foul, and there have been demonstrations against the results, most notably outside of a counting station in one of the disputed constituencies. Protesters outside the Governor General residence held up Gonsalves swearing in as Prime Minister for more than 8 hours. He finally took the oath under the cover of darkness.
I, Ralph E. Gonsalves.
When Parliament was formally convened just after Christmas, Gonsalves was once again met by jeers from protesting opposition supporters outside Parliament.
The deputy commissioner know that people have a right to demonstrate. All these policemen know that. No.
Since the vote, demonstrators have carried out a daily vigil outside of that country's electoral office, forcing police to put up barricades that have since become an almost permanent fixture in Kingston. Leading these protests have been social activist Lizette King, who in early January was hauled from the picket line and arrested. She has a court date this month to answer a blocking traffic charge. Well, we have live from Kingston, Ms. Lizette King. Welcome, Ms. King. Now tell us exactly why you're protesting.
The protest, and this is the 35th day of the protest, and we have been protesting all of that time outside of the electoral office because we believe the supervisor of elections, Mrs. Sylvia Finley Scrubs, has not really provided us with a process that led to a free and fair election.
But the opposition has filed a petition in court. Why not wait on that?
Well, as citizens, we don't really want to do that because, I mean, this has happened before where we had problems with the government and the Unity Labour Party when it was a legitimate government. And matters in the court, we kind of sit and wait. And by the time the court decision is done, the whole matter is kind of waned. So we don't want to do that. We recognize and we endorse the New Democratic Party for taking the matter into the court, but we believe as citizens we too can take our actions under the Constitution, which is to protest what we don't like.
Ms. King, how long are you willing to keep up that protest?
For as long as it takes to overrule the situation where we have right now an illegitimate government And I say that because there's been a lot of irregularities, not just on the day of the voting, but the months leading up to that day, where the Unity Labour Party, they were very bold in using the government's resources to bribe the electorate. While we do not believe that it had much impact, I believe that the irregularities that affected the numbers had little impact on the gifts, so to speak. But the fact remains, our laws, the Representation of the People's Act, does not allow for bribery. And the Unity Labour Party did bribe the voters.
What real evidence do you have to say that the vote was stolen?
During the process, why would a candidate want to have the names of the agents, the polling station agents, wanting to have the names of those people before the day? That's number one. Number two, we have information that in some polling stations, there have been more voters than there were registered voters. In other words, more people voted than were eligible to vote in several polling stations throughout the country. And those are the matters we think are very, very serious matters.
Thank you very much, Ms. King. This is the Corridors of Power, and as we roam the corridors of power, we will be back.